Hello, my G's, and welcome back to G Free with Friends and Family. And if you're new here, welcome. I have here today some homemade Greek yogurt. Now, I didn't make it, but there's a Greek restaurant close to my house that makes it, and it is amazing. I always say that Faye is my favorite Greek yogurt, but that's not true. Faye is my favorite Greek yogurt made by a manufacturer. But this right here, this is my favorite Greek yogurt. And if you haven't tasted homemade Greek yogurt, I don't know, just try and find some and taste it because I can guarantee that you've never tasted anything like it. Um, this yogurt, they put walnuts and honey, but there didn't seem to be enough honey on it for me today. And I'm a little upset because I usually get the yogurt from here whenever I order something. And I always mean to eat it for you and show it to you, but I always eat it before I get to record. So last night I ordered two because I figured I would eat it and then I wouldn't have it to film for you. And I was disappointed because when I opened the bag, the amount of yogurt, like, I'll show you. I don't know. You could see it. See the walnuts. They usually give you twice the amount of yogurt in here, but it seems like they split it in half and put one in one container and one in the other. And I paid double. So, I'm a little upset about that, and I probably won't be ordering this. I'm not going to order again from them anyway anytime soon because I think it's high caloric and it's probably close to the amount of calories that I would need to eat in a day. So maybe I'll just have salad later on. But this stuff is so good. Mm. It's really good. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had homemade, even homemade yogurt, but especially if you've had homemade Greek yogurt. I'll give you a little close up. The walnuts there. Mmm. It's amazing. And it doesn't taste like yogurt, like any yogurt that you've tasted. You know how yogurt has that little twang? And even Greek yogurt has it a little bit. But it's like there's barely a twang on it at all. It just tastes like something like rich and creamy. Mm. Yeah. I guess it's kind of healthy. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of dairy, but this doesn't seem to bother my stomach. So maybe it's like the fermentation process or something. I don't know. But it's good. And I love raw honey. What size is that jar? This is a small one. Oh, this came in an order. Forgot where I ordered it from. But usually I get my honey from my local supermarket. And they get it from a local farm. And a jar this size is $10. But then they have a jar that is more than twice. You know that big mason jar that you see me drinking water out of all the time? Or I'll make a smoothie in it? That jar is more than twice that size, and it's $20. So I know I didn't pay $10 for that one. Maybe I paid 8 or something like that. But I went to the supermarket, and they just had the small jars. And I was like, I asked if they had the big jars in the back. They're like, no, so I didn't buy it. This is yummy stuff. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I wish you could taste it through the through the screen. It's like sometimes I think and I'm like, ooh, I want to eat this for them. But you can't taste it. I can only tell you how good it tastes. And hopefully you go out and try it. It's good stuff. Hmm. I wonder how many calories Greek yogurt has. I'm gonna look it up. Mm. It was nice and cool yesterday. And today's cloudy, but it's warm. Or maybe it's the lights. I haven't been using the lights, but I turned it on because it is cloudy, kind of dark in here. Mm. Should have my glasses on. Have. It says this amount has. Oh, it's not too bad. I mean, if this is because this is gonna be all I eat. So it says there's 117 calories in like a cup of yogurt, and this is about a cup. It would have been more like a 2 cups or a cup and a half had they not cheated me. Mm. Oh, but then there's the honey that has a lot of calories. Oh well, it's like a meal. And I am having it as a meal, so that's not too bad. Probably won't eat again until late afternoon. Mm. Yeah, if you've ever had this reminds me of one time I went to California, and it was like a business trip. Not my business, but the person that I was with. It was a business trip, and one of the people that they worked with had family in California, and they were Greek, and they had a Greek restaurant, and they invited everybody that came with the company, and I guess that included me, to the restaurant. They had closed the restaurant for the day, and they cooked for us all day long. Fresh food coming from the kitchen, one after the other. I didn't have Greek yogurt that day, but I don't even know everything I had, but I just remember the grape leaves because I love the stuffed grape leaves. I had never tasted any as good as those, and I still haven't. Still haven't. I mean, I've tasted grape leaves and that were good, but not as good as those. And everything that came out of that kitchen was amazing. It's like there's nothing like home cooked food, and that's what it was. It was like home cooked Greek food, not not your typical gyros and kebabs and all that stuff that they have and salads. I mean, yeah, there were salads, but the dressing, they made the dress. They made every single aspect of the meal, and it was amazing. Mm. I would love for that to happen to me again. I mean, it might not, and maybe once in a lifetime is good enough because I still have that memory in my head. I don't remember the food that I ate, but I just remember that everything was good. Fresh baklava. Oh my gosh, everything was just so good. And I bet you they had yogurt that they made, but they probably just didn't think it was as special enough. So, but it is. mm, it's so good. And I looked up recipe online. I'm not gonna try and make it though because it seems so complicated. And you know, we like to do things easy over here. So that's one recipe I will not be making. But I have a whole lot of other stuff planned. I think this week it's just gonna be like desserts and stuff. So I have mm, two ice cream flavors that I want to make, and there's a candy that I want to make. um, yeah, it's like I just want to show people that there are gluten-free things, and yeah, okay. As far as candy and stuff like that, maybe there's not a lot. Um, and there's not a lot of good candy. I've gone into shops, specialty candy shops, and I'll ask if the chocolate is gluten free, and they'll tell me no, which is fine, you know. And you don't think about things like that because I really can't imagine what they would put in chocolate. So, I mean, I guess sometimes they use thickeners, but the chocolate that I make, it's not as creamy as some of the chocolates that I've tasted before. I know most of the Lindt chocolates are gluten free, but I mean, that's not good chocolate. Most of the Hershey stuff are, the things that they put cookies in or, you know, other things. Most of that chocolate is gluten free. But again, that's not fine chocolate. So this thing that I'm gonna make, it's gonna be chocolate, but it's not like a chocolate candy like the other stuff that I make. Because that's not fine chocolate either. I mean, it's good, but it's not that rich, creamy chocolate. But you're gonna like it. And it's gonna be so easy that you're gonna want to make it. Yeah. Mm, that was good. Now I'm gonna drink a big glass of water, and do some things around the house. So always remember to count your blessings, be a blessing to somebody else, and be kind to yourself. Until next time. I'm sorry I'm smacking.